Okay, so originally I was going to make this big huge video that incorporated all of the ways you can get Tier 9 training materials. The first item on my list was rainbow gem fruits, which you need to do Imperial Delivery for. I realized pretty soon though, as somebody who had never done Imperial Delivery before, that this is going to be much more complicated to explain and would need a full video to go over it. So lucky you, I went through the trial and error so you'd have an idea of how to do this without the pain and suffering that I endured, like not knowing where to find 80% of the items, or if all the items were from the same place, or traveling to some far off gateway only to find that I couldn't buy the trade item in question because my trade skill wasn't high enough. So, as a disclaimer here, I'm going to assume that you already have a wagon if you're training horses, and that you have at least a basic understanding of how regular trade works. Okay, so with that said, let's get started. The basic idea behind Imperial Delivery is that you will check the items displayed on trade info here and bring them where they're requested. There is a limitation on how many items trade managers have in stock, as well as how many Imperial traders can accept. Imperial Delivery is different on each server, and it resets every 4 hours on each individual server. When I first started, I noticed that some of the items displayed their origin, like this one here says it's from Kusha, but some don't, like this one. I wasn't sure if all of these items came from the same place, or if they came from different places. A couple times I went out to the place or origin only to have the trade level be too high and me having completely wasted a trip because there was nothing I could purchase there. So I hunted and hunted and even started putting my own spreadsheet together since I couldn't find a list that included the trade level requirements. This was so much work though, and some items I still couldn't figure out where they came from. So I did more hunting and I finally found this awesome spreadsheet. It doesn't have everything on it, but it has most of what you need, and most importantly, you can search it by hitting Control F, and then you can find whatever item you want. I'm going to link this in the info below so that you can go ahead and check it out. So now that you can actually figure out where to go, you're just going to try and pick the best route you can based on what nodes you decide to connect. Because it costs so much energy to activate nodes, it might be a good idea to get yourself a route that will encompass as much as it can. Otherwise, you'll be wasting energy. It's energy you might not even have because you're going to be bargaining with trade managers. For now, my route is working well enough as I have Altanova, Hydel, Velia, and Florin opened. As you can see, it spans a decent distance. The only thing that I don't have included is Calpheon, which sucks, but I only had about 40 points to work with since so much of my contribution is invested in fences. Now, with all of that information out of the way, what you would do when you were looking to start trading would be to come to Trade Info and just take a look at what's available. Now, I did say that they're almost always all from the same spot, but in this case, this is from that Medea Northern Gateway, and I will tell you right now that that's a higher trade requirement. But this I know is from Altanova because I've done it a few times. And so I could easily, this is from Altanova as well, as so is this, so is all this. These four, at least, maybe even this is from Altanova. This is from Velia, the chicken. All of these are from Velia, except I'm not sure about the limited trade items. I haven't gotten that far into it. And what about this? This is nice because these are from Heidel. The pot with black spirit. I'm not sure where that one is, so I'm gonna look real quick. This is what is so great about the spreadsheet. So that's from Tariff. Okay. So most of these, I guess, are from Tariff. Yeah, you can see that one says it's from Tariff too. So all of these are from Tariff. All of these are from Heidel, or from Heidel. This is from Velia, and this is from Altanova. So this is actually a really awesome opportunity because you can basically kind of do some round trips here. So you start in Velia, because that's where I am right now. So we'd pick all this up and we'd take it to Heidel. So that would be step 1. Then we'd go pick up all this crap in Heidel and take it to Altanova. Then we'd buy stuff in Altanova and we'd bring it back to Velia. So that is like the best possible trade route you could pick up because we're going to be getting like 3 Imperial deliveries. There's going to be nothing in between, that I have to worry about, picking up some junk and bringing it to the trade manager just because it feels like a waste of time, to go somewhere and then come back with nothing. So that is the trade route that I would make. And you're going to have to figure this out as you go based on what's available and based on what your route includes. And sometimes it's a good idea to switch servers if there's nothing good on your server at that time. And obviously to switch servers, you just come over here and just switch. And it's going to be different on each server. So just to show, I'm at the Velia Trade Manager. And because they want chicken, they want that I can buy. I can't buy that, I can't buy that. So I'm just going to buy some chicken. Oop, that's the wrong guy. We want chicken, sir. We're going to buy chicken. So now that's going to put the chicken in my wagon. And now I'm going to go to trade info again. I'm going to look for the ones that wanted the chicken. I'm just going to hit that arrow and that's going to take me straight to the Imperial Delivery guy. So now we're arriving in Heidel and I'm going to drop off the goods that I'm bringing from Velia. It's pretty simple. It's basically just like talking to a regular trade manager, except I'm going to make a lot more money on it. So you can see 250% of what it's worth. You can try and bargain. I sometimes do, but it's very hard for me to get bargains to go through. It feels so iffy. See, so whatever. Let's not do that. Let's just deliver them. Sell everything. Now I had 7 seals on me, and as you can see I did not get anything for delivering that, which kind of sucks. So now, from checking the route, I was going to pick up goods here to bring to Altanova. So let's see. I'm pretty sure I can do the first aid kits. So the trade manager is up here. I'm gonna go buy those first aid kits from him, and then I'm gonna bring them all the way over to Altanova. Always try to park as close as you can. I can't tell you how many times I've gotten the annoying message of the distance is too great. Okay, so we want medicine. Get some first aid kits. I don't know if I can fit them all or not. Nope, I cannot. So it always sucks when you can't bring as many as you could have. But such is life. Okay, so now we've got all those first aid kits. And I am going to bring them to this dude by clicking the arrow. And the wagon is headed off. So here we are in Altanova. I'm gonna drop off my goodies. Okay. Let's see if we got a seal. See, we got 3 seals that time, so that's pretty nice. Okay, and so now I'm gonna go to the trade manager here. Her name is Queena. Because otherwise it'll bring you to that other dude, that Shakatu guy. And he sells the nets. But in this case I want the horoscope ball. So here we are. I'm gonna get a little closer. And double check what I needed to buy. So, horoscope ball. Let's get as many as we can. It's too much, so I'm only going to be able to get 15 purchase. Okay, and then we're going to hop back in the wagon. Actually, no, I want to go here. Click on him. And it's going to take us all the way back to Velia, and that's going to be our round trip. So here we are on the last leg of our trip. Try and get this as close as you can. It's a real pain in the butt because they put them in this little nook. And if you go all the way in, you get stuck. So, I'm going to deliver that. And now we would start all over again. See if we got anything. Nope, we didn't get anything. But that's okay, because that happens. So hopefully you have a pretty good idea of how to put it together on your own now. When you're ready to turn your seals in, you can go to Champagne at Stonetail Ranch. And you can exchange 10 seals for 1 rainbow gem fruit. So in conclusion, I spent all day doing a mix of Imperial Delivery and regular trading combined. I had some bad luck with server choices at times, so it probably could have gone better, but I still went from somewhere around Beginner 5 to Apprentice 7, and after a total of 17 Imperial deliveries of varying amounts, I got a total of 20 shiny golden Imperial delivery seals. From what I've read, it gets better as you level the trade skill higher. I would say if you're doing this just for seals, then it's a waste of your time, and kind of boring to boot. But on the other hand, if you're interested in leveling your trade skill and getting seals as a byproduct, then it's not an awful deal. When I initially started making this guide and learning about Imperial Delivery, I thought the exchange rate was 1 seal for 1 fruit, which seems fair, especially considering you don't get that many. But with a rate of 10 to 1, it's just not worth it to me. I like to actually play the game actively or be AFK. I don't like being in limbo, and I wasn't able to find something to keep me busy while waiting for travel between cities. If you have a game you can play during that travel time, then by all means go for it. I'm not sure if the money is still as good as it used to be, but selling at 250% is a really nice profit and would also help you to make some money to spend on training materials. What do you guys think? Is this worth it? Will you be trying it out? I tried it for the ponies, but I don't think I'll be doing it anymore, not unless I can find something to do in the background. Well, anyway, I'll see you guys later.